for a collective global security system that takes the sovereignty of each nation seriously. Combating poverty will not only save millions of lives, but also strengthen states' capacity to combat terrorism, organized crime, and intrastate conflict. We need renewed and genuine global partnership and commitments that are binding and are based on respect of the sovereignty of each individual state to choose the way of life that is based on their religious and cultural values, as no other administrative system is better than that prescribed by the Almighty Allah. It is also necessary to increase the credibility and effectiveness of the Security Council by making sure that selective justice is abolished and rejected by all members of the UN family. From all indications, there is absolute need to inject new ideas, impetus, and to expand membership to the Security Council in conformity with current geopolitical realities. Moreover, respect for the principle of equal rights and respect for the sovereign rights of peoples, as well as promoting and respecting peaceful relations among all states, rich or poor, black or white, should be the overriding principles for peaceful coexistence between and among member states if 2015 is to bequeath a peaceful and prosperous world to the future generations of the human race. I thank you all for your attention.
On behalf of the General Assembly, I wish to thank the President of the Republic of the Gambia for the statement just made. May I request representatives to remain seated while we greet the President.
Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through. You can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. We're discussing a very interesting subject. It's the subject of money. And we're doing this against the background of what's going on in our world at the moment, with many people having lost their jobs, and even in nations where, yes, government is available to give stipends or food stamps, what the government can spend is also going down. So benefits and so on are being reduced or removed in certain instances. It has become important that you and I, that you and I understand the way money works, and then put ourselves in a position where we don't have to worry about money the rest of our lives. We've been discussing on the topic. Money is a means of exchange. When we understand this fundamental principle, it can be life-changing, life-transforming. Now, when you practice a principle consistently, when you add up the effects over 5 years, over 10 years, over 20 years, it's a revolution, literally. For example, you take a cup of corn and you plant them. In about 90 days or so, you get a harvest. Now you take many crops now, you plant them. 90 days, you get another harvest. You turn this around every year, over several seasons, you know the implications. You become a big-time farmer with capacity to produce tons of corn over time. Because there's something we call compound interest. I found that it works also when you deal with the principles of money. That when you do the right thing over and over and over and over, first, it becomes a habit for you. No stress. And then secondly, your results multiply over the years. So, money is only a means of exchange of value. That's the fundamental principle here. Airlines make money every day. Why? They're adding value. They're helping to solve a problem. They're helping to solve a problem. Transportation, movement from one place to the other. We pay them because we really, really need to move at a fast rate. The trains are also there. The cars are also there. Solving the problem of transportation. We part with money when we enjoy those services. We buy food. We eat food practically every day. Okay? So, as long as you have value to add, as long as you can meet needs, solve problems, money will flow to you. It's a law. It's a principle. Well, somebody would say, but everybody is supposed to know that. You know? I mean, that's just common sense. I agree with you. The reason why we need to say it and say it and say it is because of human nature. Human nature is vain. We like to get something for nothing. Human nature. We like to get something for nothing. Listen to me. If without doing anything, you had the opportunity of legitimately getting $1 million, would you rather take it or insist that you need to work hard for the next 10 years to raise $1 million? I want the free one. If it's legitimate, we like to get something for nothing. Unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. If you get something for free, someone paid for it, or someone worked for it. Okay? The desire to get something for nothing has created big problems for many people. It's led people into crime. It's turned some people into very lazy people who do not want to lift a finger, who do not want to move themselves, but they still want to eat, they want to put on good clothes and all that. When we understand the principle, we realize there's no shortcut to it. Okay? There's no shortcut to it. You give value, you get value. Remember what I said. What you need to do to get the right results may seem hard. But once you are used to doing it, it becomes your habit. Then it's not as hard as it seemed at the beginning. Prospering, being wealthy, can become second nature.